actually did not know that.
You didn't know about how the PlayStation came to be?
No. Actually, no, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest right now. I didn't. No, I didn't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. You know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Just know that, you know, a lot of the whole rivalry between Nintendo and Sony is, in hindsight, kind of Nintendo's fault for starting this shit. The best way to... There's a video by... Do you know who the gaming historian is?
Vaguely.
Okay. Search up gaming historian top 3 Nintendo's biggest mistakes, and the 2 of them are related to Sony.
Okay.
Whee!
Thank you for sharing, though, Aeon. I learned something. I did not know that.
Yes.
I learned something, chat! Woo!
And I also found this out recently about Sony's hardware thing, is that apparently PlayStation is unironically all they had left, and I only found this out, like, a few years ago, because I realized it had also a point. Like, the only thing that they still kind of do is they kind of support their cameras, which is the other big thing, but, like, if you notice, remember when you used to have, like, a Sony Vaio laptop, a Sony TV, you know, a bunch of all these electronic... You could get, like, a house of Sony products, but now you can't. Like, they don't make TVs anymore. They haven't made laptops in about... it's approaching 10 years at this point. Yeah, they, like, vanished overnight. It became a thing that PlayStation was the only thing left.
Shit. You're right. I feel so dumb for not noticing that.
I have nothing left now, except Spider-Man.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, seriously.
A word of caution, little one. Wait
I
Spider-Man.
Where are the drugs?
Money outsourcing Spider-Man to people that actually know what to do with it than actually making something with it themselves.
I watched that y'all's generation go by with the Xbox stuff though, because yeah, my brothers did do what do you call those link up parties for the Xbox?
Oh god, LAN parties.
LAN parties.
You know that
Yeah.
that is actually one of the things I'll defend about Microsoft system, is that if you have an Xbox One, an Xbox 360, and an Xbox Series whatever the fuck, X, whatever type of X or XJS, you can actually still land them all together and it will still work. You just need to make sure that everyone has a copy of the game you're playing. But you can link multi-generational consoles together, and so if you all have, say, a copy of Halo 3 on your or I don't know, if we're including the Xbox One, let's say it's Halo 2, or just original Halo 1.
Hang on,
It'll link together.
I need to replenish my health.
Which Xbox One are we talking about? Are we talking about the very first Xbox or the Xbox One name console?
No, it works. It basically works if you establish a LAN connection, but I know it worked all the way up through Xbox One, at least. I don't know if it was confirmed for the others. But yeah, if you have an Ethernet cable and and everyone has a copy of the same game, it'll still LAN together without an issue.
Honestly, Microsoft needs to come up with better names for their consoles. It's hard to keep track of what's what these days.
I mean, numbering them is easy to keep track of in itself.
Yeah, do it is easy. Like, I'm not confused if someone says Xbox 360.
Oh, Xbox
630.
630. That would be hilarious if they named it that. They're like, well, is it 630 or 360? I mean, name
would have made more sense to call the Xbox One the Xbox 720.
Armor can make their...
I remember that was
what everybody theorized it was going to be called.
Yeah.
Oh, Golden, I don't think you heard his tip.
What was his tip?
He says, in the cave next to me, the snow and ice can make metal or steel very slippery.
Oh, I know about that.
Yeah, there's a group of villains in the back over there.
Yeah, you just have to ram them a bit. Yeah, you have to ram them a bit and they fall over.
Yeah, I love doing that to these fuckers. It's so much fun.
Well, I think... Well, hold on. I think this is just about to happen. Hey, bitch.
Do it.
Goddamn lag. Way to ruin the moment.
Or how about the Xbox 420?
The Xbox 69420 is launching. I will say this though, when everyone tried to say that, like, oh, they're putting their games on PC now, it's like, no, you don't understand. This is why people still talk about Halo and why Halo is still alive. Everybody has a PC, but not everyone has their old console.
Oh wait, it's just a different enemy.
So like, that I view that as like unironically the most brilliant thing, because like, there's actually a petition for most Halo fans to put it on the PS5 just to get more people and also to get it patched. But it's just that, oh, we love this IP enough, we'll keep it alive. And Microsoft agree, but it's like you never see that for like old PlayStation stuff. Like they could easily release like a Killzone collection if they really cared about it, but they don't evidently, or a Resistance collection, but they don't, and now nobody knows what that shit is.
In the somebody was asking a question, and I'm gonna clarify. In the first Spyro game, it actually isn't a requirement to defeat the bosses. But if you want to make 120% with the game, then you want to defeat the bosses and save all the dragons and collect all the treasure.
I mean,
they fixed that in the other 2 games, though, where you will have to fight bosses.
You know, I might as well just do it anyway, just so that way I'm much more prepared for the other 2 if I ever choose to like stream the other 2.
You might as well get the practicing.
Thank you for
will
releasing
have to face
me.
Nasty Nork at the end.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'm going after him. Dragons first, Spyro. Okay, Dad. Good.
Question guy says, I find it odd that the Nintendo GameCube could connect to the internet and LAN. You know, there are only 2 games capable of that.
And what's that?
Mario Kart Double Dash and Phantasy Star Online.
Okay, so there's something else cool about that too. The first console that could be mainly connected online, I don't know if it was ever like fully used. It was actually Dreamcast, because there's a 56 phone line check connection on the back.
I knew that.
Yeah, and there was an independent indie dev scene where it was really easy to develop for Dreamcast. So for a long time, even now, there are websites where people would just code whole ass games for the Dreamcast, and all you needed was a disk drive that could burn CDs, and you could just get a new Dreamcast game through this website made by some independent dude.
Okay, fucker.
I've heard of those.
Yeah, you could just burn your own game for the
I never actually did it
Dreamcast.
myself, but I've heard of them. I remember like other kids in like elementary, middle school talking about them.
I remember, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but I was hesitant to use it because I also heard rumors that they got hacks or like viruses from those.
Yeah. I remember the other cool thing was I remember when I was growing up, you always had whenever you were in the computer lab and you were allowed to do whatever you want, and you always had that one guy who had the thumb drive with either Counter-Strike or Doom on it. Freaking Halo PC, because it allowed you to play it was only on Blood Gulch, but you could still play Halo 1 multiplayer on Blood Gulch with the like free demo. So you had a USB drive that have at least all 3 of those, maybe a couple, give or take a couple more games like Wolfenstein or something, or Unreal if they were really fancy. And yeah, the entire computer lab would just be like playing Counter-Strike or something. Because of the cool guy with the flash drive.
Cool guy with the flash drive.
You rescued
In high
bastard.
school, that was me.
releasing me.
Yeah,
I
get
don't
off my lawn!
What the fuck did he even say?
Hats off to the bro for being the cool guy with the flash drive. I know I did bring one in once, and I had Halo PC on it because it was a low capacity. It was like a half gig one, but the executable for CE file could fit on it, so that worked.
Yeah. Nice.
Not exactly the same thing, but back in high school we had a technology club where we would do like various things like with CAD or whatever, and one day we somehow convinced our teacher to have a Halo LAN party for one of our days, and for like 2 hours we had a Halo LAN party in school.
Damn.
Oh hell yeah!
Lucky you.
You lucky
No,
fuck.
we had a similar thing where I was in an engineering class that essentially had the same thing. We got these like super really for like university doing it, so it could run any game. And yeah, there were a couple days where it's like, hey, we got nothing, just vibing, and it was like, all right, we're playing Counter-Strike now.
And I love playing video games in school. Oh, this reminds me of another story. Back in preschool, for some reason, I don't know why, but I guess like the teachers were like out that day or like there wasn't a lot of help or something. I don't even remember why, but for some reason, one day in preschool, they took us over to the side computer lab where they had a whole bunch of Nintendo Entertainment Systems set up, and
God.
for like 3 hours we played Super Mario 3.
Nice.
I have no idea why that happened just that one day, but that's what happened.
Oh.
We never had game days like that in in my class was even in high school. We just had movie days.
I actually can
That's because when
name.
we.
Go
That's
ahead.
because in our day, let's see, we are younger, so the rigs were faster and more games were out.
I will say from experience, at the end of my junior year in high school, somebody.
Bats.
I say, get over here. Get over here. Fuck, man. Thank you.
Oh, Golden, stop the bats. Stop the bats.
How is he reaching me?
He has long arms.
He has a small head and little arms, so he can reach you.
So in other words, the perspective is just screwing me over.
Your hitbox is longer than you think.
Wish I knew what was causing that lag spike for you though.
I don't know what's causing that either.
Maybe it's either an emulation issue or there's too many assets on the screen.
Emulation is an art, not a science.
You can never have too many asses on the screen.
We get it. You like
You
ass.
should,
Near Automata devs be like,
yeah. You've seen 2B? We all seen 2B. There are more polygons. This is objectively true, by the way. There are more polygons in 2D's ass than there are in the entire game of Ocarina of Time. This is factually true, by the way.
and the reasoning for this much detail? I like pretty girls and ass.
The jiggle
Thanks,
physics.
thanks, very cool.
Yeah, the jiggle physics have to be realistic. It's kind of like how the Halo Reach assault rifle has more polygons than a full-ass Marine from Halo 3.
You look funny now.
Jiggle physics are the most important aspect of any video game.
Dead or Alive Extreme 2 proves this.
That's true.
Oh my god, have you seen the jiggle physics in Dead or Alive Extreme 2?
Oh my god.
I played the demo. But yes.
Let me see if I can find a gif of it.
Oh no.
Ugh.
I love what Dr. Waluigi says, getting jiggly with it.
Yeah, literally.
Shake that ass, but watch yourself. Shake that ass.
Oh, okay. I found an image that like shows it. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
You're about to see
Let's
the
go.
jiggle physics of this game and why it made it famous. Okay, that's
for
not
it.
it.
You're gonna go post it in game chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her.
Oh my.
Yep.
Oh my.
Is it too
Oh
inappropriate?
my.
No.
Why are they moving that way?
She's
Oh.
being,
Fucking
Oh wow, it's so real.
Oh,
It's so realistic.
she's getting infected by flood infection form because that's what it really fucking looks like.
Why are they moving that way?
They're
Does this
bouncing.
mean that's not realistic?
I know for a fact our boobies don't bounce that way.
The breast rested breastily.
She must have mastered the art of moving your pecs.
You know, there was a Dead or Alive character that literally was named Sarah, and the entire point of her was that she was a Halo reference.
Oh, he fell. Okay. Joke's on him.
Because Dead or Alive will make a plot that justifies anything, so they're just like, oh, a random Spartan named Sarah just came into this world and is now fighting the other girls
That.
like one of the girls.
That.
Nice.
Oh, God, I fucking
Fighting
hated
alongside
that.
Kelly.
Oh yeah, there's treasures on the
Yeah,
lamps.
yeah. Or
Oh, you mean
Behind
out
you.
there, or?
No, behind you. Go, turn to your left.
Ooh, I can hear the fireworks going off outside already.
It's not 4th of July yet!
Oh please,
Hey, stop it, people.
if you think you have it bad, you should see where my brother lives. They shoot fireworks nonstop every night for a whole week.
I want to go to that Greek
Done well,
town
Spyro.
where
Some
they're on the
dragons thought
opposite.
you
It's
weren't
two
ready,
towns on the
but
side of two
I
hills, and every year they have a fireworks war where the goal is to aim and hit the other town's church bell. And you do get shot up with fireworks. They just give you Roman candles, but they're like, or effectively, but like, it sounds like so much fun. I want to do
Yeah,
a fireworks war with someone.
There's gems on those lamps. You just need to headbutt them.
Oh, okay. That I did not know about. Oh my god, that would have been bad. You know what? Hang on. Let me reposition. So that way, I don't accidentally knock myself off a cliff.
Are you going to commit the masculine urge off this cliff?
There we go. Ooh.
Do not commit that.
Boing.
There you go.
Alright. Is that the only pulls?
I think that is the only pulls in there.
Alright.
Pull!
Oh!
Oh, for a second I
did
thought I...
admire...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For a second I thought I went over a pit.
No, you're good. I do admire this map, though. It's a lot bigger and a lot more colorful, in my opinion.
Golden, what you should do is buy a La Potato and then turn it into an emulator machine.
Potato? What do you mean?
So, Le Potato is made by the computer company Libre, and it's effectively a similar architecture to a Raspberry Pi single board computer, but they're like cheap as fuck. But so you can get one for like $35 or a kit for $55, but you can easily put RetroPie OS on it, which has like all the emulators for like old gaming, and the OS is smart enough to like automatically have things for like any controller you plug into it. It's got all the emulators on a load screen. It basically plays like a console, but it emulates like every old console.
Okay.
So, yeah, this level's gonna make you think and drive you nuts a little bit, because it did for me, too. But
Dr.
this is why I
Waluigi.
said the levels are gonna get harder as you go.
Dr. Waluigi says, Blissey, so what are you saying is that this map is cool as ice? I have this to respond.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Hello, white boy. What are you
Low-hanging
doing
fruit.
here?
It was a very low-hanging fruit, like touching the ground, like rotting because it's touching the ground.
Hello, white boy.
So, did I just screw myself? I can't get out of here.
You can get out, just gotta look around. Look around.
Sure, use your
Look
head.
around.
Oh, there
There
it
you
is.
go.
Wow, I feel stupid.
No, just look around. It is, and again, for some reason the game is being really janky with you. This is not the right way to play. Do not pass go.
Do not collect $200.
Yeah. Also that.
But it's easier with ROMs because you could just download stuff and play it.
Oh,
What we have here is a failure to update PCs.
Sudo apt-get update.
oh.
I mean, guys, if you really want to punish.
No!
Oh!
Crash and burn. Oh.
I mean, if you really want to punish people that badly,
Jesus.
I'm just gonna give you all the cold shoulder.
There we go. Why are you turning around?
I see what you did there.
Fucking hell. The camera just suddenly, like, flips around.
Meanwhile, Golden's having a chilling experience.
Okay,
Well, there's no place like
Is this
home.
turning into an ice pun session now?
Yes.
We're teaching the chat how to properly pun.
Not a
I'm
bother
sure you make
train.
better. I'm sure you do it better than Mr. Freeze.
Oh, God.
Well,
Alright, everybody. Shit, I can't do it.
Alright, everyone.
I
Chill.
can't. I fucking can't.
All right.
kill
I
the
die
dinosaurs.
inside.
The Ice Age.
That's not what killed the dinosaurs, though.
I know.
That's the.
Everybody knows
Oh,
what really killed him.
Greeting. Hello, you silly paleontologist. I am an astronomer. The thing that killed your dinosaurs was Chicxulub. Our team won.
I thought it was evil robots.
Fuck your dinosaurs. I'm gonna throw a space rock.